Yeah, buddy. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Unapologetic Sports. It's your favorite Unc Lee Ice in the building. You know, I got my partner in crime. It's the Fly Guy. What's up, B?
Ryan! What's up, Lee Ice?
What's going on, sir?
Everything's good. Oh, what's it? Thursday. It's baseball is opening date. I'm so. Oh, sorry.
Hey,
That was my excitement for baseball season. I can't wait.
I'm ready. You see, I got my Nats hat on, so I'm excited about game one of 162.
Exactly.
Got to get
Yeah.
that first one.
I mean, I follow it. And Dad's a big. He's a huge Nats fan and baseball in general. So I'll keep an eye on it, and we'll talk about it obviously. But it's just it's a hard sport to get into.
I
I know they
mean,
tried with the pitch count, and the baseball classic was, exciting, although that didn't turn out great for the USA. But I don't know. I don't know if it's an age thing. I mean, I'm 40. It's not like I'm real young, but
I don't get into it until like late August, September. Now I do watch the playoffs though, but
yeah. I mean,
I mean,
I'll keep an eye on it. But
opening day is exciting. I just hate when like in this area. I mean, the Orioles lose the first two games or one game or something. Oh my! I'm like, dog, they got over 150 damn games left to go.
yeah, that's the thing too. That's one of the things I was talking about with my dad the other day about football. If you lose the first two games of the season, you're pretty much out of the playoffs. Like every
Yeah,
game in the NFL matters, and with baseball, you could lose the first 10 and you still make the playoffs. I mean, and it's fun. I mean, I know it's also to me. There's something about you turn on the television at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and there's 15 people in the crowd. Like, the atmosphere for the classic and the playoffs and stuff is cool, but sports needs the crowd reaction. That's why when COVID hit, it was a disaster. Now it worked for the UFC because MMA, the way they became popular was their reality show, which were fights like in a gym, a reality based style, and there wasn't really any crowd there. So MMA fans were used to watching fights that weren't, had a huge crowd. So I actually wasn't worried about UFC when COVID hit, but the other sports I was worried about. But baseball, kind of. But like basketball, like guy gets fast break, gets a big dunk, and there's silence like that. And wrestling, you got to have a crowd for wrestling.
gotta
So
have a crowd. Did Mama Sweeney just check in? I thought I saw her name pop
yeah, and she said it's too cold for baseball.
up. Gotta shout out Mama Sweeney. So let's thank everybody for tuning in last week's show, and let's thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like your favorite uncle always say, I hope we can entertain y'all. Whatever you're going through, like I said, you had a hard day at work, come chill with us. You're not getting along with your significant other, come chill with us. The dog, the cat, any pet you got, your bird, your fish, they're getting on your nerves. Come chill with us. I guarantee you, after this 60 minutes, you will have a good time and you will laugh. B, you ready to get things started?
Yes, sir. Let me do this.
Come
I don't
on.
know why. We got a lot to get into. I was getting ahead of
Let's
myself.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so real
All right.
real quick.
What we
So
starting off with?
yeah, so if you guys saw I've been posting stuff. What we're gonna do a lot of wide receiver centric talk. But before we do that, let's real quick. It was a fluke last night. We got to touch on it. They're still the hottest team in basketball, but they were
They lost
upset
last night.
by the Detroit Pistons. Uh, no, I was hoping so bad they won last night because they would have been on a 10-game winning streak. It would have been so good for the opening of the show. But
Well, if
uh,
LeBron James would have did it, no.
well, I saw I was watching another show. I saw the headline. He didn't have any points in the first half or whatever it was.
No. I mean, nobody knows if he would have did something, then it would have led Sports Center. LeBron did this. LeBron, you know, but them losing to Detroit without who my
Yeah,
MVP.
I saw that their star player was out.
So that just shows you that I mean, they not for real, man. One and done. One and done.
So you're still sticking with that, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sticking with it. What's up, Matty Ice?
Matty Ice.
Checking
Um,
in.
and then real quick, we'll have Josh on later today to cover March Madness and to cover some basketball if we need to. But just again, let's just talk about this real quick. I think everybody knows your opinion on LeBron James, and I'm pretty sure that you're in the Michael Jordan camp of being the GOAT. But Kevin Durant just passed Michael Jordan on the all-time leading scorer list, so that puts Durant fifth behind, as you can see, who the guys are. Uh, Obviously, we're not going to have a discussion about Durant being better than Jordan. That's not what this is about. But what do you think it means for Durant in his career? Do you think it's a milestone that means anything, or is it all based on longevity, or how do you look at it?
Kevin Durant, to me, messed his own career up with the
Leaving the
jumping
Warriors?
from team to team, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great scorer. He's a great scorer. I give him that, but he's not a leader to me. You know what I'm saying? He's not a
Yeah.
leader. He's not a leader. He thought he was. He thought he was LeBron. He thought he was going to start his own team. But we all see what happened when he left Steph.
Yeah.
Nothing. So,
I
I
know
mean, good for
LeBron.
him. He got a lot of points.
Yeah, LeBron fans are using this as another reason to say LeBron is better because it puts Michael, I guess, down the list, but I don't think it matters.
I mean, nobody is putting KD over
No,
LeBron.
yeah. Again,
He's
we
not
will
even
do
in the top 10 of all. He might not even be top 15 of all time.
we will
So,
do a LeBron Jordan discussion one day. We'll try to hype that up, and we'll do that one day. See if we get Josh because is he LeBron or is he just more neutral? I think that's
Josh,
right.
he recognizes who's the GOAT.
Okay, but he's also talked about it's not just a two-man argument. He said that, right?
Right. He thinks there should
Okay.
be more. Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be good if we see if we can get
I,
other people in. But
I get
we
where
can
he's
build
coming
that up and we can have a big thing about it. All right, so I've been hyping a lot about wide receiver talk. So I'm pretty sure after our show last week, so Jalen Waddle signed. I don't think we talked about that, right? Or he got
from. Yeah.
traded or whatever it was.
What was it, a first and a third?
Yeah,
This,
so it was a first that Waddle was actually going to talk about a little bit with me later on in the segment, only because of the circumstances. But yeah, so they gave him a first and a third, but he's not their number one, right? I mean, Sutton is their number one, is he not?
you would think. I mean, them giving up a
One and
one
a three is a decent amount to give up.
for him. I mean, when did
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle become Jerry Rice? I mean, did I miss something?
All right, so Josh is already getting ready for our debate. We're going to hype up in a few weeks. Kevin Durant not being a top 15 player is crazy. So we'll curve that. We'll have it. I mean, you can talk about when you come on if you want a little bit, but yeah,
You're right. He
that's
might not even be in your top 20. How about that?
that's a playoff time conversation when we're real more basketball centric once we get through March Madness. But yeah, that'll be fun to have. I love having stuff like that. So yeah, so we had the Waddle trade, and then we also had this. So he signed 168 million. He is the highest paid receiver in the league, which probably won't last too long because Puka Nacua will probably top that, I would imagine. So it was good for the Seahawks, I think, to get out in front of that, knowing that those two were going to be paid around the same
And
time.
I think 120 of it is guaranteed.
Yeah, so so I think he's making 43 or right around 43 a year or 42.8. I think Mahomes makes 45. So I don't know if they're going to give me. So what are your thoughts on that? Because I remember like maybe 10 or even 5 years ago, like when you would do fantasy drafts and stuff, like it was all about running backs. And now running backs are almost an afterthought, and receivers are getting paid quarterback money now.
Tell me a wide receiver. I mean, when a team signed a wide receiver to a big contract, okay, and that team went to the Super Bowl. Wide
Yeah,
receivers don't take you to the Super Bowl, okay? They just don't.
I mean,
So
a lot of people might give him the credit for Darnold's success, so maybe that's part of the allure of it. But
I mean,
I mean,
we're gonna find out.
yeah, I mean, Chase has gotten the big money. You know, they got to the Super Bowl. Jefferson had big money at one time, but they never gave him a quarterback. So I don't know if I put all that on Jefferson. And then Puka's about to get big money. Yeah, I mean that's really it. I mean, a CD, CD's getting big money. but
No, I'm not. I'm not putting all my money unless his name is Jerry Rice or Randy Moss. I'm not putting. I'm not giving a receiver all that money. I'm just not doing it.
all right, so that's a good segue, bringing up those two names. So I found a list the other day. That is so it's each team's top receiver of all times. I'm going to pull that up in a
Yeah,
minute. We'll talk about that.
I,
But before we do
I
that,
got a I got a
okay.
big issue with some of these
Yeah,
names
so
though.
I normally I like to keep this kind of stuff surprises to you, so we get a natural reaction. But this I sent it to you so you can kind of get your own thoughts. I
Yeah,
heard it. I brought it up to my dad, and he was like, why are you randomly talking about that?" I was like, "Because it's just something to talk about." And then he stood here as he's trying to walk out the door for 15 minutes talking about it. I was like, "Exactly. This is why we're going to bring it up on the show. This is why we have a show for stuff like this." But just real quick, so we'll stay on topic real quick of the contract. So here's the top 10 ranking. This is it looks like a Bleacher Report. It might not be though. So
but that's
this is
this
what
year.
yeah, this is what they
Oh, we're
think going
going
into the
into
next
next year.
season. Yeah, going in the next year. So the 2026. So they got Puka 1, they got uh Njigba 2, Chase 3, Amron St. Brown 4, and then Malik Neighbors 5 with CD at 6. Now they got Rasheed Rice 7, so we can that seems like a little high to me, but and then
Do I see
Jefferson all the way
Drake
down to 8.
London on there? Oh God,
Yeah.
that is it.
And then they
And
got
then
Waddle 12. So
Jalen Waddle's on there too.
yeah, so just quick thoughts on that. I mean, I agree with the top two, maybe not in that order, but those three
Mm,
I think are your top three. I mean, at Jefferson again, he's because the quarterback situation, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any. I mean, they're still going to have issues with JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray and all that, but I think Nakua, Jigba, and Chase. I think those are your top three.
mm. I mean, I can't argue with it. I mean, Jefferson's definitely not number 8. So,
No, I think that's a little low. I'd put him above Lamb. I'd probably
and
put him up against neighbors and
and
probably right around.
I'm putting Lamb above Neighbors and St. Brown. So, mm, damn, they still got Mike Evans in there. Wow.
All right, so
Okay.
my cousin just said love me some basketball. So stick around. We're gonna cover basketball in the
Let's say
second half of the
baseball.
show.
Let's say baseball.
Oh, baseball. No, we don't like that. You done missed all the baseball talk for the day. So, but don't leave though. We're gonna cover basketball. Uh, so Timothy Watkins said no DK. This list is garbage. We keep it family friendly on this show. We don't use that language.
Okay.
I mean, is DK? You
What are
think
you talking
DK
about?
still a
DK
top?
Metcalf?
Yeah, he's a Pittsburgh guy. You think DK still top 15? I mean, he's pretty good, but
I'm putting him over London for sure. Yeah.
and then
Um.
of course my dad wants to know where Terry McLaurin is. I know you're not a big Terry guy, but my dad loves Terry McLaurin, so I
Hey,
think
don't
Terry's
get me
good. I think
wrong.
he's fringe,
I'm
right? He's
Don't get me wrong. I like Terry McLaurin. He's just not what he's not what Commander fans think he is.
I
Okay.
will say I didn't know he was 31. I saw that today. I had no idea he was that old.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to pay him all that damn money.
They're talking about us getting DJ Moore as he's old. I had no idea Terry was 31.
Yeah, he'll be 31 this year. Hmm.
Well, maybe that's why he didn't make the list, Timothy, because he's not anybody throwing to him right now.
Tim said no quarterback in Pittsburgh.
As of right
What you
now, there
talking about? You
isn't.
got a Hall of Famer. You just had a Hall of Famer. What are you talking about?
All right, so I love having discussions like this. To me, this is what mindless sports talk is all about. And there's no right or wrong answer with any of this stuff. I mean, I think most of these I agree with. I didn't study it, so I didn't, we get more in depth into it here. So this is every NFL team's best receiver of all time. I thought this would be a little more fun to do than quarterback, because we've done quarterbacks before, but quarterbacks can get so heated. I didn't
Yeah.
think running backs maybe would be as disputable, but maybe I was wrong. Again, talking to my dad for a few minutes, he was talking about the Redskins. I was like, "You don't think Art Monk is their best receiver?" And he's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Really?" So I don't know. Maybe it's not as cut and dry as I thought it was, but so go ahead and I'll say real quick, I agree with Buffalo. I don't think there's any argument that it's Andre Reed. I mean, we don't really. I mean, there's not even really anybody any close to him. So, uh, but go ahead. You said you had some issues, so go ahead and
Oh, yeah. I got, let me see. One, two, three, four, five. I got 7. They got 7 up there are wrong.
okay.
The Chiefs, Tyreek Hill, not the best receiver of all time.
For
Okay,
them.
for them.
Right.
Go do your homework. Google, YouTube. I don't care what you do. Look up the name Otis Taylor. Okay,
Okay.
he is their best receiver of all time. Tyreek Hill might be the most popular, I guess. Damn sure the
And
fastest,
flashy. Yeah.
but he ain't the best for the Kansas City Chiefs. Then the Packers, Devontae Adams. Ask your dad. Ask old school. Sterling Sharp. If Sterling Sharp didn't get hurt,
Yeah, he's talked about Sterling before.
he would have been a top 5 receiver easily, maybe even top 3 if he didn't get hurt. That guy was you couldn't check him. The Dolphins, Mark Clayton, no. I watched Super Duper, the Mark Clayton, the Marx brothers from the early 80s. They were fun to watch. Don't get me wrong, they were fun to watch. But one of the greatest receivers of all time, you don't get enough credit, and I will keep mentioning his name, Paul Warfield. Okay, don't look at his numbers. Don't look at his catches. Look at his yards per catch, and look at the amount of touchdowns that he had with the amount of receptions that he had. It's ridiculous. No receiver is ever gonna whatever you call that ratio with
Right.
catches and touchdowns. If the human Google's out there, help me out, man. So that's another one. The Patriots. Randy Moss, one of my favorite players they got up there. Nope.
Well, he's on there twice. I think the Vikings might be more accurate. I didn't think I know he was good with the Patriots, but it wasn't long enough.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly. He wasn't long enough. And even though he, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but if they put him in, I don't have any gripes with it. Julian Edelman,
Right.
he's
I
got
thought
to be
Edelman
there.
or Welker. Yeah.
Yeah, he has 3 Super Bowls. So, and the amount of catches he had, playoffs, regular season, he's definitely there. Cincinnati Bengals, they got Chad Johnson. Nope. There was another guy who wore 85 for them. Again, YouTube, Google, whatever you got to do. Look up Isaac Curtis for the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, his yards per catch and his touchdowns, what he did. See, the receivers back then, to me, are better than the receivers today.
There's way more contact.
Way more contact, and they wasn't throwing the ball back then. So they had very limited, targets. But what they did with them, the yards per catch and the amount of touchdowns they get, they don't compare to the receivers. The receivers today cannot compare to that. So that's Cincinnati. The Chargers, they got Lance Allworth. All due respect, no. Charlie Joyner, okay? I think he retired as the leading receiver. I think he broke past Art Monk, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was the first one, or he was up there, yeah. Either way, Charlie Joyner is the best San Diego Chargers, LA Chargers, whatever you want to call him. He's their best receiver. And the last but not least, Tim Watkins, he's going to love this. They got Antonio Brown, please. No. John Stallworth, okay?
Over
John
Swan.
Stallworth was the best wide receiver in Pittsburgh Steelers history. I'm pretty sure Tim is going to chime into that.
Yeah, so
Tim is
we got
John
a few responses.
Stallworth, is not Antonio Brown.
We got a few responses already. So we got old friend of the show, Jack Carr, Rice greatest of all time. I think that most people agree with that. Jerry Rice is the greatest of all time. So my dad agreed with Shannon Sharp, not Shannon Sharp. The other
Sterling.
Sharp, Sterling Sharp. Sorry.
Sterling.
So Matty Ice, our fellow Raiders aficionado, he agrees with Tim Brown. I think that's about right. Tim Brown.
You know what, Matty Ice? I kind of I was going back and forth with this one, but I guess with the production, I was thinking Cliff Branch or number 25. Oh God, Fred Biletnikoff. I was thinking maybe one of them because they got Super Bowls. Tim Brown didn't, you know, I think when they played Tampa Bay, Tim Brown was part of that team. But I don't know. I think with Littenkoff and Cliff Branch, I think they might have been better. But I didn't put that down.
All right, so we got our biggest fan, Anthony. All right, so he's got a little long one here. Lee and you, I guess me, Lee and Brian. Honest opinion: do you consider Paul Warfield a Miami Dolphins or Cleveland Brown because he played for both teams? First, he was with the Browns, then he came to the Dolphins. So he's actually on there for the Browns as
Right.
their top receiver. So,
I mean, he's going to be noted for the Dolphins, obviously, because they go on 2 Super Bowls and he's part of the, the undefeated team. But yeah, he was a Brown first, and Don Shula made the trade. And that trade for a receiver, although it wasn't big money back then, put the Dolphins over the top.
all right, so so you got everybody vocal about the Raiders. So we got my
Mhm.
cousin, he says Blitnikoff. We got Jack Carr saying Branch. And then we have Matty Ice talking about Jerry Rice saying that Brown is 1, then Blitz 2, Branch 3.
Let's
So
see open. Let's call. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
so you
I
got, I guess
mean,
all three of them. They seem to be right around. I
all of them in the Hall of Fame, but
yeah.
trust me, there was no scarier wide receiver than Cliff Branch. I mean, the deep threat, that dude, again, YouTube. Go look at some old number 21 for the Raiders back in the day. He actually had a 99-yard touchdown reception at RFK against my Redskins.
Yeah, when you mentioned the Steelers, I thought Swan. So you think he's better than Swan? Just going back to the Steelers real quick.
Who, Branch?
Yeah. Oh no, whoever you had for the Steelers. Is that who you had for the Steelers?
I had Stallworth because Stallworth played longer. Swan had bigger plays and maybe more clutch plays in the playoffs, definitely in the Super Bowl. But over a period of time, I think Stallworth was better.
All right, so Midnight
Ernest,
Rider, Ernest Gibbons, best
yeah.
Titan rider. Well, I mean they're doing Oilers Titans together. Uh, who's the
I
best
was
Titans
looking at
wide
that, but
receiver?
I couldn't think of no more Houston Titans receivers. Unless you throwing DeAndre Hopkins.
And so
Did
my
he play
dad,
for them?
yeah, I think so. So my dad was irritated with Michael Irvin just because it was that era where Dallas was kicking the shit out of everyone. So he says Bob Hayes. What do you feel about that?
Look at Bob Hayes. He was fast, but he ain't no damn Michael Irvin, that's for sure.
All
The
right, so we got
playmaker. I mean, we hate Dallas, but we got to give him his due. The playmaker was the playmaker. So,
all right, so we got Anthony giving up his top 5. So he's got Paul Warfield, Jerry Rice, Fred Blitnikoff, Terrell Owens, and Calvin John. Oh, Megatron. Forgot about old Megatron. Is he on here for the
oh
Lions?
wow,
Yeah.
he
Okay.
got three. He got three of mine in there. Let me give you my top 5, Anthony. I got, of course, Jerry Rice. Although I think I would take Randy Moss, but I got Jerry 1, Moss 2. I got T.O. 3. I got Paul Warfield 4, and I got Megatron 5.
All right. So you guys is pretty similar. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I
So we got
told you
Tim.
Tim was going to check in. What Tim said.
Well, he got yeah. So he says Steelers is Brown without the craziness.
But that's the thing. You got to deal with the damn crazy.
All right. So my top 5 C is Andre Reed, James Lofton, Don B. No, I did not. Yeah, I didn't really sit down and put
Andre
time.
Reed was Andre Reed was good, man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's Buffalo. He's clearly Buffalo's number 2 is probably Eric Molds. I mean, they as far as
Ooh, you
receiver,
took it
yeah.
back. God
As
damn.
far as far as receivers goes, they haven't. I mean, why do you think it's still a topic of conversation now? I mean, they had Diggs, which was fine, but between Andre Reed and getting Stephon Diggs, I mean, well, Eric Molds was there, but they had like Peerless Price. He got signed to a big contract, I think, with the Falcons to be their number 1, and he bombed out. They receivers has never been their thing.
No, well, they had Lofton and Reed at the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, for the first 3 Super Bowls. Yeah, well, that was a good combination because Reed was more of a slot, short field guy, and Lofton would spread the field out. And Thurman is one of the best running back receiver, especially back then. That's why he got the MVP the year he got it.
Yeah, he's an underrated running back too, by the
All
way.
right, so my dad was didn't understand why I picked this topic. So we have the most live viewers we've had in weeks. So I don't know if that's a coincidence. We're getting comments. I can't even keep up with them. So let me. Uh,
Keep it
I mean, this
coming.
is what people love this. I mean, this is what people love to do. You
Yeah,
sit around 20, 30 years, 10 years ago, you sat around with your buddies drinking beer and having these conversations. Now we can do it for everyone. So it's cool.
yeah.
All right. So Jack Carr, Drew Hill for Houston/Tennessee. And
Okay, that's a good one.
my dad's got Raymond Berry for the Colts. Yeah, dad's always old school there. I mean, Marvin Harrison is right there too. I mean, it's not like
Mhm.
um Carr's maybe Givens.
Uh,
Uh Midnight Rider says he got Molds over Reed. Unfortunately,
Are
one's
you
in the Hall of Fame, one's
crazy?
not. Molds might have been a better receiver, but he didn't have the production or the number. I mean, just as
You
far as his his size and what he could do, a
come on.
potential,
Are y'all
potential.
serious?
I'm not saying
Are
he's
y'all
better. He's not better than Reed. He could have been if he would have came with Buffalo. He got drafted in like 95, 96. He only played with Kelly for 1 year, and he was with Buffalo for the entire nonsense era. So who knows what he could have been? But yeah, I can't put him above Andre Reed as far as
no.
that.
Come on, Midnight Rider. Come on, man. You
Today,
know
oh boy,
damn well he wasn't better than no damn Andre Reed.
Tim Watkins at Thurman was playoff ass. I didn't say he was going to playoffs. I said he won the MVP.
Thurman was playoff ass. Did you see the Super Bowl?
At Super Bowl, he was pretty good. So the boss man said Sammy Watkins was good, but he never lived up to his hype. And again, he played with what Ryan Fitzpatrick and Trent Edwards, and so yeah. So Stevie Johnson and Sammy Watkins, those guys, yeah, he mentioned those. So my cousin,
Messalot, he was the tight end, right?
yeah, Messelar was. What about Toomer for the Giants?
Amani. That's a good one. Who is that? Your uncle?
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Your cousin? That's a
Yeah.
good one. That's a good one. Amani Toomer.
All right, so Josh might want to get. So we got to have Josh on in a few minutes, so we won't be
Oh
able to tackle
Lord.
this too much.
Here we go.
Josh says Terrell Owens is better than Randy Moss.
No. Randy Moss was part of two, not one, but two record-setting offenses. You know why? Solely because of him. 1998 Minnesota Vikings, 2007 New England Patriots. Both of them set records. What do you say? Lee, I have a question.
Yeah, I was
No
going to do that in a
prize
minute.
on Miami. That was Jason Taylor. Do you think they're all in the Hall of Fame? Who? Jason Taylor and Zach Thomas?
You think they
Ain't
should
both
be? I guess.
both of them are in.
Are they? Well, yeah. Midnight Rider will tell us.
I think Zach just got in. Jason got in a couple of years ago.
All right, so you guys can keep commenting about this. Let's try to do a quick flying high and deep freeze before we get
Oh yeah.
Josh in here.
Keep
I mean,
coming, y'all.
I,
Keep it coming.
yeah, just keep commenting. I'll get to him as much as I
We
can.
got to show Harry what we know what we're doing.
I
Mhm.
I made a new graphic, so I wanted to use it. All right, so let's do
Oh God.
so I was for some reason I get in these weird moods where I try to come up with ideas. This week's a water theme, as you can see. So
Mm. What do
so
you? That reminds me of the Wonder Twins. The girl, she always changed into water. That shit used to piss me off, man.
so I got
No,
ice stuff,
the
I got
guy,
fire stuff, I got
the
water stuff.
boy,
Yeah.
Zane, he used to always change into water, and
All
she
right,
was the
so
eagle.
flying high, we just kind of do it real quick. So this is just staying with the receiver topic again. I actually put Jalen Waddle on here. I think he got a good contract. I don't know what he's necessarily if it's going to be the Broncos are going to be flying high, but he got a good contract, and I feel like he's not really getting the burden of have to go to a team. Even like if he would have went to Buffalo, it would have been a lot of pressure on him to be the number one guy without any question and to get them over the hump. I don't necessarily know if that's a narrative in Denver. Maybe it is, but so I think he's in a good position, and I think Denver's a good place for him. Because we always got to stay in character. I got DJ Moore flying high, flying right on into Buffalo, going to do what he needs to do, get them over the hump. And then obviously, there's nobody flying, no receiver right now flying higher than JSN until a few weeks from now when Puka Nakua is flying higher. So, and like they talked about Nakua, he has never been paid. Uh, he's made $2 million in his career so far because he's a 5th round pick.
Yeah.
So Puka
He about to
Nakua,
get
Puka
paid
Nakua's about to make
now.
bank. Yeah. All right. So real quick, we got the cheating Patriots. Yeah, that's always a narrative. That's fine. I will say T.O. was better. Randy Moss said, I play when I want to play. Matthew was probably typing as I was talking. JSN is flying high with money. Exactly. And then Boss says Waddle isn't a number one. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. But I don't know if Denver's looking at him to be a number one. Maybe they're looking at him to be a 1A, 1B, maybe. Or, I don't think he has the burden he would if he had, because obviously they tried to trade what Buffalo tried to trade for him. He would have had that burden that he had. I think it's a little different in Denver. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I think it's a good. I think it's a good spot for him. I don't think he's like if say they traded him to Minnesota because they don't have Justin Jefferson anymore. Like what that would look like him trying to take over that. All right. So it's getting a. I can feel a breeze coming in.
Oh, open up the door. Show me that beautiful freezer. Show me that beautiful freezer. Put it on. Whew. All right, these are the receivers that are in the freezer that's going to start the 2026 season. Now, I'm putting the team because of the receiver. We just talked about it. Jalen Waddle. Denver, you got to go in the freezer, man. You traded a number one and a number three for him. And he might not even be your damn number one receiver. Who the hell does that? Help me understand that. You gave up a
Yeah,
number one and a number three for a guy who may not even be your number one receiver.
that's why I
So
had
they're
him
going to
flying high because I thought Denver might have been in yours, so it worked out perfect.
nah. The other ones, DeAndre Hopkins, I think he's done. I mean, I don't. Has he signed with anybody? I don't think so.
No, he was at the flag football thing too, and I think I think I saw a quote of him that like he's not looking to be a number one guy anymore and stuff. So he's
Well,
like putting it out there. He wants to be just put him on a team. Like,
good for you, because you damn sure ain't number one no more. Tyreek Hill, you in the freezer. Who knows what you're going to be? If your leg is that messed up, it's going to be hard to come back. He tore his whole leg up. Plus, where's he going to be at? Has
yeah,
anybody picked him up yet?
the problem is he's not at first he's not going to be willing to take a pay cut, and teams have got to be hesitant to pay him so much, not knowing what they're going to get at it. I just saw the clip of that play again where his legs is like hanging off the side. Like it's nasty.
Yeah, and he's not a big man, so I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Plus,
I guess
his
he's
whole
solid.
thing is speed. And
Yeah,
if you would imagine he's going to lose something.
yeah, and he's 31.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this one, Terry McLaurin.
Oh,
Your
there you go.
ass is in the freezer, buddy. After that bullshit from last year, you messed our team up last year, okay? You need to be kissing a lot of you know what coming back. You need to show up. Show you got your money, okay? Now show up. So Terry McLaurin, yes, your ass is in the freezers. Deep freezer with me. All right. Number
All right.
two are
Okay.
two. They making noises. They making all this noise, and I really don't know who should sign them or trade for them. Brandon Ayuk. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on with him.
The rumor is you guys were.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he did in San Francisco. I don't know why they won't release him, but something's going on there. It don't smell right, so I don't know. And then number one, AJ Brown. What's going on with you, bro? You got a good team. You trying to leave a damn Super Bowl contender team. Why? Why? What kind of sense does that make?
Well, he came out and said after they won the Super Bowl, like he thought like everything would change after that, but it didn't. He just wants the ball. That's he doesn't care.
He's number one. He is whoever gets this guy trouble. It's gonna be
Yeah,
trouble, man.
at first I wanted him, and rumors were they were going to go after him, and maybe they tried, but yeah, I think it's just too much. I don't know if
You
it's
win a Super Bowl
yeah.
and you're not happy.
All right, well, real quick before we go to break, we always got to try to make the audience happy. So Anthony wanted to go back real quick to the fly zone. It was Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain, Sammy Knight, and Brock Marion. All right, so that was the stuff he was talking about earlier. So yeah, so the wide receiver topic did real good for us. I'm pretty sure I'm part of it. Sideline Junkies has a Facebook, like people can talk to each other. It's a different page than where you watch the show. So if you guys ever have any recommendations and stuff like that you guys want us to talk about, be sure I'm
Yeah.
on it. I'm pretty sure Lee's on it. Just post it
Yeah,
on
if
there. I'll see it.
y'all got a subject y'all want us to talk
Yeah.
about, just let us know.
This was obviously a good one, so we'll try to come up with some ones similar to these. And again, I'm gonna keep mentioning it because I think it'll be kind of a big deal for us. We're gonna probably let's say in a month, right around a month time, we're gonna do a LeBron. Well, we'll do a greatest NBA player of all time, but it'll be centered around LeBron and Jordan. So we're gonna hype that up. The response we got for this, I feel like that we can hype that up to be a big deal.
Yeah, we'll build that one up. That should be fun. We gonna take a break?
All right. Yep. We come back. We're gonna have Josh on discuss March Madness, and then we'll cover a little bit of basketball before we get out of here.
You still gotta think about me. Want someone to hold. You can put me on airplane mode. You can put me on. You still gotta think about me. Want someone to hold. You can put me on airplane mode. You can put me on.
Welcome back. It's March Madness, you see.
Oh shoot! I got Josh in here. I don't have it. Hold on. There we go.
And there he is.
Yes, sir. I am back.
It's the HOJ.
Man, the myth, the legend. I appreciate you, boss. I appreciate you guys having me, allowing me to try to, I guess, educate the audience on basketball, March Madness, the NBA. So I appreciate you guys, man. Let me say this. I did a shameless plug on my Facebook, man. You guys have an amazing show. I don't think you guys really know how great you guys are. So you guys, along with everything else on the Sideline Junkie Podcast Network, shout out to Matty Ice. I watched a little bit of Drive Time. Shout out to my guy, Coach Powell. Happy birthday to him. Contenders and Pretenders. Shout out to the big guy, boss man. And then shout out to the man, the myth, the legend himself, my guy. I'm forgetting his name. Why is his name? Uncle. Shout out to Ben for real. You feel me? Shout out to Uncle. I love Ben. He's everywhere. How can I forget the man that's everywhere? You feel me?
Yeah, you can't forget Josh Johnson, man.
Oh, Ben, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I look at Ben more of a Matt Ryan type of player. You feel me? An MVP. You feel me? That's how I look at Ben. Ben, your own people. Ben, you know the old expression. Your own people talk bad about you. You feel me?
So we got Marlene from YouTube. Looks like Lee Ice brings in the female demographic. Learning a lot from you guys. Learning a lot from you guys. Loving Lee Ice. I won't take that personal. That's all right. As long as you're watching, it's okay. He can be your favorite. That's all right.
Thank you, Molly. She's from Cali, y'all.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my dad had a question. I'm not gonna put it up here. Did you two fill out brackets? I'm assuming Josh did. Did you fill out a bracket, Leroy?
I just filled out the Sweet 16 one, and
Okay.
I got my final four.
So obviously nobody's bracket is perfect. They announced that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So-
The first couple rounds, I don't even, but my final four, y'all gonna love this, especially you, Josh.
So Josh, I know you covered your bracket last week. Just how is it doing? Is it doing all right?
So I didn't actually do a bracket.
Okay.
I didn't have an actual bracket to do
Right.
one. I like to do it like write it out, look at the teams, write it out.
Okay.
So all my final four picks are
Still there?
alive.
Okay.
I got Duke out the East, Houston in the South, Michigan in the Midwest, and Arizona in the West.
All right. So you didn't have again, I'm a little ignorant to the March Madness, but I did watch a lot of the stuff. It was pretty cool. So the big upset was the what was it, the Iowa one, right? So you didn't have Florida. You didn't. So how far did you have Florida going?
So I had Florida losing to Houston this weekend in the Elite Eight. So I thought Florida would beat Iowa. I was thoroughly surprised watching that game. I do highly opinionated basketball season with my brother John. So he played at University of Maryland, so he's well connected in the Big Ten. He's been telling me all season that the Big Ten is the best basketball conference in college basketball. I thought it was the Big 12. But when you got 6 teams in the Sweet 16, you're pretty good. You're the best conference because you literally have almost half of the field in the Sweet 16. So I'm thoroughly surprised at what Iowa did. Let me give a shout out to another team in the Big Ten, and they play each other this week coming up, Nebraska. If you watch the Nebraska games, it felt like they were playing at Nebraska. Like I know the game was in Oklahoma City, but that Nebraska fan base, shout out to Big Red. They traveled and when they played their 2 games they played in Oklahoma City, you thought it was a home game for Nebraska. So I can't wait for Nebraska and Iowa to play this week.
All right, sounds good. So if you watch it on a TV screen, I think this picture will be a lot better for you. But so this is the updated bracket of the Sweet 16. So go ahead, Josh. Just go ahead and run it down. What you got going? So like you said, your final four is all still there. So
yeah, my final four is all still there. Before we talk about the present and the future, I just want to look back at the so far what we've seen in the tournament. Okay. We obviously saw Florida lose to Iowa. We spoke on that. We saw upset in the first round. We saw who did we see beat in the first round? We saw one of the best games in the tournament between Kentucky and Santa Clara. Buzzer beat about a way to tie the game and force the game into overtime. Kentucky prevailed. We saw the dream season of Miami come to an end. They ran into a buzzsaw in Tennessee. Tennessee beat them 78-56. We also saw I got Miami. I thought Missouri would beat Miami. Miami defeated Missouri. Shout out to Jay Lucas. I know they lost in the second round to Purdue, but Jay Lucas got Miami in the right direction. I like that. A lot of freshmen, they even lost some of the freshmen, marquee freshmen lost their first game and lost their second game. BYU, AJ DeBasa lost to Texas. Shout out to Texas on their way to the Sweet 16. Texas started in the first 4. They played NC State and then moved that Tuesday, then played Thursday, played Saturday, and now they're in the Sweet 16. But to me, the upset of the tournament, I was looking for this, was High Point. High Point defeated Wisconsin 83-82 in an up and down type of game. It was a great game. And let me say this about High Point. I know they lost to Arkansas. I know they lost 94-88. And you asked me last week about a freshman that could go on a Carmelo Anthony type run, and I mentioned Darius Aycliffe. He's been balling out this so far in the NCAA tournament. Basically, he's been balling out all season for the Arkansas Razorbacks. So shout out to him. But I want to give some love to a High Point player, Rob Martin, senior. That man had 30 against Arkansas. What Darius Aycliffe was doing, Rob Martin was matching. So I want to give a shout out to him.
All right, real quick. So we got Anthony. He said he going back to your Miami take real quick. Lack of depth finally caught up to Miami outside of our starting 5. Obviously, everybody knows he's a big Miami guy. We really didn't have much depth on the bench. So do you think that's what it was?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Also, the fact that I just think Purdue is a better team. When you get to the tournament, you need veteran guard play. And I think Braden Smith, he just passed the assist record in college basketball, all-time assist record. So when you have that in college basketball, that works to your advantage. So I thought Miami just making the tournament was a successful season. They were under 500 last year. I think if I'm not mistaken, they won. I think they had a 13-14 win improvement from last year to this season. So them just making the tournament was a success. Miami got themselves one in Jay Lucas. And let me give a shout out to another coach who got a job. And by the way, he got this job because he almost, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous on Thursday watching Sienna play Duke. Because Sienna almost, they was with him in the first half. But Jerry McLemore, that's his name, the coach that was at Sienna, he got hired at Syracuse. Syracuse is gonna be an issue because he's gonna play more than 5 people at Syracuse. Sienna might have would have beat Duke if they played more than 5 people. They only played 5 people that whole game. So shout out to Jerry McLemore, what he did at Sienna. That parlayed him to get the job at the University of Syracuse. Right back at home. Last time Syracuse won the national championship, he was the guard on that team with Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo. Yes, indeed.
No,
All
they
right,
were
let's get to the matchups.
All right.
Hey, just start out with your team, Duke and St. John.
Man, I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off.
No, all I'm going to say is I think your team is going down. I think St. John's will upset Duke this weekend.
I respect St. John's. I respect Rick Pitino. I'll call him the Colonel. Nothing but respect. St. John's can't shoot. If Duke don't turn the ball over, they win the game. St. John's feast on turnovers. If you don't turn the ball over, they can't match up with Duke. Duke can outscore them. So the team who I'm worried about is actually in the 3-2 matchup in the East. Michigan State and UConn. Fly guy. I told you this last week. Said you're learning the college basketball. You're getting into it. You feel me? January, February, Izzo. UConn, please beat Michigan State. I don't want to play them twice. Please beat them. Get them out of there. I hope UConn beats Michigan State for my sake. So I like Go ahead.
Your team got to win first.
They're going to beat St. John's.
Did you see what Tim just said?
I did not.
The referee's going to make sure Duke get there. There it is.
I don't know who Tim is. I wish that brother well. Good luck to him. I don't know that man, so I can't comment on somebody I don't know. But I wish you well, Tim. If you feel like the refs helped Duke win, hey man, good luck to you. I like Duke to beat St. John's. I like UConn to beat Michigan State. Nebraska and Iowa.
Hope they do. I got Michigan State in that game.
You got Michigan State. Okay, I get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you should. Again, it's Izzo time, so I get it.
Yeah.
For the South, Iowa and Nebraska. This is their 3rd meeting, I think, this year. I'm gonna take Iowa. I think Iowa finds a way to keep the magic streak going. So give me the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I got Nebraska.
Okay, and we disagree on all the games. That's good. Illinois and Houston. I'm not going against my Final Four pick. I like Houston. This game is in Houston, by the way. So yeah, I like Houston.
Okay, we finally agree on one. I got Houston.
Agree on one. Okay. Arizona and Arkansas. I respect Darius Acliffe Jr. I love the hell out of him, but I think I told y'all this last week. I thought Arizona, watching them throughout the season, they were one of the best teams I've seen. I like Arizona to beat Arkansas.
I got another. That's my other upset.
Like Arkansas. Okay. Texas and Purdue. I like. I'm gonna take Purdue. I think Purdue finds a way to get to the Elite Eight.
I got Purdue too.
Michigan, Alabama. I'm taking Michigan.
Okay, that's 3 we agree on.
And Tennessee and Iowa State. I am going to take the Cyclones. I think Tennessee's had a great season, but I think Iowa State beats them.
Same.
Okay, so yeah, we agree. We agree on 3. We agree on.
I think we agreed on 4.
Yeah, we disagreed on 4 and agreed on 4. So it should be a great Thursday, Friday, Sweet 16 for college basketball.
As a guy who is out of work for health reasons, to have that kind of stuff on the TV like that is really beneficial. As younger and stuff, I didn't really get into it, even in high school when kids and everybody would fill out their brackets. But just to have, as you get older and an older male, just to have sports on TV that's fun to watch is. Plus, and a lot of the games have been exciting too. So I really enjoyed the upset game was great. I really enjoyed that.
I always tell people if you have time. If you're a man and you're really into college basketball, you should use your time on that Thursday and Friday of the first games when they start at 12. I would use my sick days, rest days, whatever days you have at work. I would use that for them. Just word to the wise. You feel me? I would definitely be enjoying that. The NCAA tournament is nothing like it. March Madness is truly amazing. I know they're complaining about the Cinderellas. Cinderellas were going, like I said last week, with the NIL, the Cinderellas were kind of, be pushed to the side because you can buy their best players, you feel me, and stash them on your team because you can have more money. So
I think we do have a Cinderella this year, and I got them in the Final Four.
Who was that?
Nebraska.
See, I can't say a team like that's a Cinderella. You playing the Big Ten.
Okay, but how many tournament wins did they have coming in their history?
0.
That's it. And the first time they get one.
Yeah, no, I get that.
They turn into a Final Four appearance. What do you think? That's a story. That's a movie right there.
No, that's a movie, but I just don't think a team for me, I don't think a team in the big conference is a Cinderella. That's just me. I mean, you play like Nebraska's played Michigan State. They played the best team, Michigan. They played them. So it's not like
we've had Cinderella teams win it all from big conferences. NC State back in the day, Villanova back in the day.
But that was they had a bad season and got hot. Nebraska was undefeated. They were like 20-0. You get what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, I've seen them play good basketball. Like that's not shocking to me. Like if they beat Iowa, it's not shocking.
Didn't you pick them to lose last week?
I thought that.
What you say something about if you never done it, you never been there before? What you saying something like that?
Oh, that was them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said that they never did it. So yeah, I would be nervous if they were in a close game. The first game wasn't close. Now the second game against Vanderbilt, I'll give them credit for because that was a nail-biting type game. But their first opponent, they blew out. So the game was never in doubt. So when you play a game that's never in doubt, you can do whatever. You can turn up, you can do whatever because the game is never in doubt. I give them more credit for winning the second game against Vandy. That's the SEC team. The game was close. They won by 2 points. So for me, all respect to Nebraska, but I just think I don't think they're a Cinderella.
So real quick, Anthony was asking. I know everybody can't see the picture. So he asked me what the teams were on the Duke side. So Duke versus St. John's, Michigan State versus UConn, Iowa versus Nebraska, and Illinois versus Houston. So that's the East and South region. I'm assuming once we get to the Elite Eight, I'll be able to have a picture that's just 8 teams, so it'll be a lot easier to see on the screen. But
yeah, probably.
I figured having something.
Final Four we'll have the Final Four come by next week.
Okay, right? So perfect.
Yes,
well,
I'll be
definitely have a picture for that.
So who you got? Who's your Final Four?
Again, I took Duke, Houston, Michigan, and Arizona.
Okay. I only got one. Me and you got one, right? I got Michigan in there. I got Arkansas. I got Nebraska. And I got St. John's.
Yeah, again, I respect St. John's. I think they're a good team, but they have the same problems they had last year. They can't shoot.
All right, so we got interaction with this. That's fine. If you got your brackets, go ahead and it's only 8 teams, so it's not a big deal. So Anthony's is Duke, Michigan State, Arizona, Texas, Michigan, Iowa State, Nebraska, and Houston. And then the Final
Four. You
Four.
got going to the Final Four.
There's got Duke, Texas, Iowa. There's Iowa going to the Final Four. Iowa State and Houston.
Iowa State.
Not bad. Iowa State gonna need to get Joshua Jefferson back.
All right, so since we have one female, well, I guess my mom's in the audience too. But anything about the women's? Have you been following that, or has that been going the way it's supposed to? I know Maryland lost, so I kind of stopped watching.
Yeah, I watched that game. They couldn't make a damn free throw, man.
Yeah, the women's. I
mean, that's fine. I just wanted to know.
No. I've been watching. I'm trying to say this respectfully.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to say this respectfully to the other teams that's playing because I respect Texas. Madison Booker, I love her. Vic Schaefer. By the way, if you guys don't know who Sydney Carter is, the best assistant coach you'll ever want to have. You feel me? Gorgeous from head to toe. Texas assistant coach, love her. Love UCLA with Miss Betts, Lauren Betts. But this shit DOA. It's dead. UConn gonna win the national championship. They are the best team. They have the best players. I don't know if you guys know this woman named Izzy Fudd. Izzy Fudd, she a problem. She the best player in college basketball. I shouldn't say the best. You got Lauren Betts. You got some OGs in there. But she right up in there with them. UConn yesterday they played Syracuse. At halftime, the score was 65-12.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, holy crap.
65-12. Yeah, man. I don't know what the national championship at. Listen, I know they have to play it. You know, you got to do what you got to do. Congratulations to GNORM. Just another title on his back, man. Congratulations to that man.
Cool.
So you don't think Don Staley in South Carolina have a chance?
I mean, if somebody gonna knock UConn out, yeah. But
Said,
looking at the matchup coming up,
are they in the same? I don't know what their brackets look like. Can they play each other in the Final Four, or would it be championship matchup?
They would have to play each other in the Final Four.
Okay. So I got a name that I've never seen before. So we got C. Perry II. He was correcting the way you said her name, but nevertheless, he said you were correct on your
thank you.
Your take on it.
Yeah, Chris, I think that's C. Perry, the legend. NBA Talk. I watched that show.
Okay, cool.
I'd love to come on that show too. They them boys do well.
You said USC, no.
Yeah, no, South Carolina don't have a chance. I just think UConn is just a better team. And South Carolina, the way the regional set up, Regional 1 play Regional 4. South Carolina's in Regional 4. UConn's in Regional 1.
What the heck happened in my background?
Anthony said Texas and Houston for the national championship. Damn.
That would be something. That would be something in Indiana that have a down south matchup for the national championship.
Hold on, we might have some breaking news or a breaking take. Hold on.
You need some.
Or maybe he didn't mean to jump in here. He's trying to get on the Tuesday show, jumped into the wrong
who was that?
Studio. Midnight Rider.
Oh man,
bring him in.
Is that he? There he is.
There you go. There you go.
So I get called Josh Johnson for real?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man.
All right, I'll give you Tony Massenberg. I'll give you Tony Massenberg.
I could be like Bo Jackson.
He's a quarterback.
I could be like Bo Jackson. I could be like Dion, multi-sport athlete. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta be Josh Johnson. Dang, bro. All
right, man. We go ahead with Tony Massenberg. We do.
Get out of here, man. I ain't messing with you no more, dog. Nah. I heard y'all talking ladies hoops, man.
Yeah, help us. Or help me.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so busy watching y'all that I forgot to turn my sound off.
We'll be in stereo. That's all right.
When I watch the women's thing, I think Josh is right. I think the only team that beats UConn is UConn. I don't know who that team is. I've liked Texas all year. I've kind of had Texas as my dark horse just because of the young ladies you named. So that's kind of where I land on it. I'm still going to go with my pick because I picked it. So I'm going to take Texas to win it all.
You just said UConn. So you got UConn doing
I think UConn is the best team in the country. Hands down. But I think if there's one team that can beat them, it's Texas.
I'm gonna add another team to that list. Last year, UConn won the national championship. They beat South Carolina in the national championship. UCLA gave them the harder game.
Right.
They would have to play UCLA. UCLA wouldn't have to play them in the national semifinal. They would play them in the national championship if they could beat Texas, presuming Texas and UCLA on the ladies' side get to the Final Four. So I'm gonna throw UCLA in there because I always say this. Just like in the NBA, when we talk about, and I know Kate Cunningham is hurt, but might not be the best example because they don't have that full team. But if the Pistons see the Knicks again, they're gonna be ready because they already lost to them last year, so they're gonna be ready. And fire gonna be, the adrenaline gonna be higher, all that. Like we lost here last year, so for me, I look at UCLA as well. Like UCLA, I think UCLA and Texas are the two biggest threats to UConn. But I would say UConn is the number one biggest threat to UConn is UConn, then UCLA, then Texas, because they gotta play down to their competition for them to win the game. Because if they play the way they're supposed to play, UConn gonna win the national championship.
And
how many would that be for Gino?
13,
14.
14, something like that. Let me look that up real quick. I think.
I mean, like he put his hand up, and of course he had like 3 rings on each finger. It seemed like so. That's crazy. But on the side, the UCLA side, I think the only thing that hurts UCLA is Betts isn't as mobile as Sarah Strong, and I think that's where they can get her opposition. I think UCLA would have to zone them up more so than try to go man and try to keep them out of the zone. The only problem is with Azzy Fudd, they can shoot you out of that zone real quick. They're gonna make you regret going zone the second she hits a couple jumpers.
This would be Gino Ariema's. This would be his 13th national championship. He won 1995, 2000, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2009, 2010, 2013. 14.
How many Wooten got?
Wooten's got 10.
Who the hell is Wooten?
Okay. Come on, man.
John Wooten. You said Wooten.
Oh,
I knew who he meant.
I'm thinking Morgan Wooten.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
John
my bad.
Wooten.
No, John Wooten. Yeah, UCLA coach.
I got you.
UCLA coach. So. Who you got in your Final Four? Ben, for the dudes, for the guys.
Ben, who's that?
Yeah, who is Ben?
I got
You
my
just
bad. Josh.
You just won't call him the right name.
Josh Johnson. Who you got?
All right, man. I'm having technical difficulties. I can't hear y'all. Let me see, because I'm gonna try to do it off of my picks. I don't want to put nothing else out there. Josh, you should jump in our pick stream, man.
I jumped in y'all guys Jack's pick. I didn't jump in yours. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't get it though. No. You never sent me a message about it.
It's all good.
Next year I'll jump in. I got you.
Let's see. I got Houston, Arizona.
Okay.
As my final 2. So I got Duke versus Houston, Arizona versus Michigan.
Yeah, same as me. Great minds think alike. I agree with them. Duke, Houston, Michigan, Arizona. I thought Duke, Michigan, and Arizona have been the 3 best teams in college basketball the whole season.
Right.
So now, for me, Houston, when I looked at that bracket, I'm like, man, like you get a home Sweet 16 and Elite 8 game to get to the national championship. Like it's kind of hard to lose that. So I just think it's Calvin Sampson time. So at least get back to the national championship. Now, I don't think he's gonna win it, but at least get back there.
Well, I got them winning it. Actually, the hardest pick for me to make was the Michigan State Duke game. Because I'm all Izzo. Izzo is, if you ever watch me talk about college basketball, Izzo is one of the biggest influences on me as a coach, and just me as a fan watching college basketball.
The 2 biggest disappointments I've had as a Duke fan in the last 7 years. 7. Let's say 8 years, because I want to make sure I'm getting Zion in college. Let's say last 10 years. Number 1 was Caleb Love. He shot Coach K out of his career. And number 2, that Michigan State loss with Zion, RJ Barrett, and Cam Reddish. I never forget that, because when you just look at the bracket, you'd be like, yo, if somebody can take care of them, we can take care of them. Nobody could take care of Michigan State, and Michigan State always gonna have. It was Cassius Winston at the time. Now it's Jeremy Fitz. They always gonna have a guard. You can go back to Matane Cleaves. They always gonna have a point guard or a guard that they're gonna just do what they need to do, and that's what he got. Or a player. I know he didn't have I know Draymond wasn't a point guard, but he played like that point forward role for Izzo. So,
hey man, don't disrespect my man Lou Rawls. Lou Rawls needs some love.
Who?
Lou Rawls.
Who Lou Rawls?
He's from Michigan State.
Oh, you talking about my man? I forgot his name.
Lou Rawls. It's L-O-U. His last name is R-A-W-L-S.
Oh, that's his name. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about somebody that looked like him. I didn't know that was that.
That's his name, because every time he touched the basketball, wherever I was at, I would sing "Darling, Darling, Baby."
So, man, shout out to my guy, the great C. Man, listen, C. Per. I already told you what's up. We want you on Holiday Opinion. We're going to make that happen, brother. I like your basketball knowledge. You know what the hell you talking about, sir. I love you, man. Keep doing what you doing.
Yeah,
they left 2 titles on the table. Come on.
Yeah. Duh. Bro, we lost in the national semifinal. They shot us out the game. I don't know, Lee. So if you win the national semifinal, where do you go? The Jupiter? You go to the national championship game. So yeah, you're damn right. You got a chance to win the national championship. Good Lord.
He said
Lord,
Jupiter.
Like Jesus, come on, man. They hurt us, man. That screwed us.
All right, since we got extra personal here, we got more plugs to get out of the way before we got to get out of here. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead and plug your show, plug your stuff.
So again, man, you guys can like, follow, subscribe. Highly Opinionated. We're on every platform: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Again, work with the best people in the game. Shout out to Ross, Dylan, Tim, and JG. We had a guest on. We have an episode coming out tomorrow. We have a guest coming on. My guy Daquan. He actually lives in the great state of California. So it was a little funny doing with the time difference, but we made it work. So and listen, man, I told y'all this. It's no disrespect to no other show, because I know other people that have other shows, from Fly Guy to Lee Ice to my guy Midnight Rider. My other people have shows. But we coming for that juggler this year with the basketball coverage on our show. We felt like last year it was subpar. We're gonna make it to be the best of the best. We want everybody to tune in, so we appreciate all the love and support. And we look forward to having you guys, Fly Guy, Lee Ice, and Midnight Ride. We look forward to having you guys on the show again.
Yep, sounds good. All right, Ryder, what's coming up in about five minutes?
We got the Tuesday night flight with the greatest theme song ever, baby.
Yeah.
You got that right.
Talking a little. We got a little hoops. I want to get KG's perspective on the Yankees. We're gonna talk a little bit of baseball, a little bit of the college basketball. I'm glad the way y'all did y'all's. It's a little different from us, so it's gonna work out perfectly where you can get two different perspectives on the Final Four on the men's and the women's side. And then we got a topic tonight. Tonight's topic is if you were a baseball player and you got 4 at-bats. In baseball, they have what's called a walk-up song. So everybody gets to do their 4 walk-up songs as our topic at the end of the show. So you get to pick whatever songs you want. And if you want to do Frozen, you can. You can either text it, or you can be in the comments, or you can come in and jump in with us and give us your 4.
Hey, Midnight Rider. Speaking of baseball, I'm not asking you to make a prediction per se. Just a simple yes or no. And Lee Ice and Brian, you guys want to chime in? You definitely can. So the Dodgers, they win the World Series this year. It'll be 3 in a row. So is it the Dodgers World Series to win, or are you taking the Dodgers, or are you taking the field?
I actually last night took the field and took the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. What
That
about you?
answers that.
Well, as long as my guy's still in Philly, I would love to see him get back there, Bryce. But you got to take the field, man.
Got you.
The research I did a lot of research today on baseball stuff. Looks like the Dodgers are the team the team to beat. So I would say it's there to lose, but it's not really my specialty. Hey, Midnight Rider, before we get out of here, I was hyping it earlier in the show. I want to keep building it. Can we expect you to come on when we have our big who is the GOAT of the NBA conversation? You got thoughts on that, I'm sure.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm trying to make that big. Like our Super Bowl show, we got a lot of traction on that. I'm gonna try to hype this up and get that going. It seems to be always a topic of conversation, and I feel now is a good time to do it for us. So
Yeah, a lot of I got
it won't just be Jordan.
when I'm gonna have the LeBron
I know
show.
that Josh has got
I just
2-man race. So
listen, I'm not discrediting nobody's thoughts on. You can like whoever you like, but yeah, if y'all gonna make this a 2-man thing, I'm out.
No.
It's not gonna be a 2-man thing.
No, I'm saying if we're just talking about 2 players, I'm good. No, that's not reality.
They're going to be I'm imagining they'll be the center of it, but my dad will chime in. He thinks it's Larry Bird, so that's why we're going to talk about it.
By the way, I've been teasing this list for like 3 years. Eventually, on my show this year, I'm gonna do the players who I think could be in a GOAT conversation. Larry Bird is in that conversation. Larry Bird won 3 straight MVPs in a time where you had Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan in the league, and Isaiah Thomas. I don't know, the greatest players of the greatest players. So, we just make it. These fools on TV, it pisses me off. I'm sorry. Go off. It just pisses me off because they know what they're doing. Just like, and I know what Lee Ice talking about with the Lakers. The Lakers win some games. Oh, my God. The Lakers are better than the Spurs. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, how? Like, when did this happen? Like, how? Like, with because they won. That's right. They beat the Hawks. They beat the Hawks. But then, guess what? Next month, the Hawks ain't gonna be playing. They gonna be playing, the Nuggets, the Lakers. I mean, the Nuggets, the Spurs, and the Thunder. So it's crazy.
I just can't wait till they one and done, and then everybody.
See, look, it's already starting. We got KG coming in with Jerry West.
The logo.
Can make a case for him.
1 month. 1 month. We're gonna do it. We're gonna build it up like we did our Super Bowl show.
Stop your Kevin Durant slander. The man's a top 20 player of all time. Stop. Like, are you serious? Like, come on. Like,
is he better than Kawhi Leonard?
Yeah, we'll have that conversation off here. He better than Dr. J. That's for damn certain. He better than Dr. J.
You know what?
All right, take us home. Take us home.
Should have never said that.
Kevin Durant's a better basketball player than Dr. J.
You need to apologize to the great Julius Irving. You really do. You really do. But anyway, thank you for the HOJ tuning in.
What? Oh my.
I'm sorry. KG said KD top 20.
I'm not getting off topic today for this.
We're gonna build it up for a month, man. We're gonna build it up for a month.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely build it up. We're gonna definitely build it up. But time flies when you're having fun. HOJ, high opinion, Josh. Thank you for coming on, sir.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, fellas. All love, man. Y'all keep winning.
What do I call him? Massenberg. Thanks for jumping in on the last segment. Thank you, Massenberg.
Always welcome.
Always welcome. Let me give 2 shout outs. Anthony from Miami, thank you for always tuning in. And our new viewer, the beautiful Miss Marley from Cali, thank you for tuning in.
Spread the word. Get your girlfriends to check it out.
We leave you like we always leave you. Whether you like it or don't like it, damn it, you better learn to love it because it's the best thing going today. In the immortal words of Ric Flair, BC say, what'd he say? Woo!